Alright, howdy y'all, I'm Ice Gold, and today I'm going to be showing y'all the absolute most efficient way to farm the Mire Gauntlet. This is the fire strat. There's a storm strat out that works pretty much the exact same way, but what you want to do is, I'll show you the deck once this part is done. Alright, so the deck for the hitter, rather, is just this. Just Enchant, Sunbird. The blades are honestly redundant, so is the second dragon, as well as the aura, but I just have them in there just because. But all you're going to be using is your Dragoon AoE and your Sunbird. And I will go ahead and explain the strats for both of the bosses. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to set up with your team, you're going to want to coordinate which feint your teammates will be using. So for the first boss here, the original Dr. Neaux, you will want a mass feint. That is imperative, you have to have the mass feint. And then you can use any two other feints, provided you have enough damage. My setup is the one that I showed in the video a week or so ago. With 209 damage. So that setup gets me by. I'm able to overkill with about 1 to 2k every time. So that is pretty helpful. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to coordinate with your team, and then they're going to feint the boss, obviously with the mass feint going on to the minions as well. And you will be able to one-shot clear with the 3 feints. And that is the quickest way to victory in this fight, because if Dr. Neaux gets his turn, he will delete 90% of your health. So that's grounds for a reset. So try not to let that happen. If your crit fails, just restart the run at that point. So the final fight against Mulleted Dr. Neaux is going to go a little bit differently. You're still going to have the mass feint, and one of your teammates send a single target feint, but one of your teammates needs to be carrying Quench. This is the fire dispel, and it is integral to the strat because you cannot kill Mulleted Dr. Neaux. If you do, before he gets below half health, he will revive himself and that'll throw it all off. So don't do that. So make sure that the third person doesn't feint and that they use Quench instead. Because after you get Mulleted Dr. Neaux below half health, he will use Blinding Light, which is the fire AoE stun. So the Quench is there to counter the cheat. On the second round, you're just going to want to have all 3 of your teammates feint again, and then you will use Sunbird. And the Sunbird it does really good damage. It does, I mean, depending on what tier spell method you have, it'll do more, but it'll do enough if all of your teammates feint to be able to kill him on the second turn. So yeah, that is the best way to defeat the final boss of the Mire Gauntlet. As always, thank you all for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and leave like 50 comments for the algorithm. And I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.